obviously we're parents to a child who's been diagnosed with AHC. He's 10 now, and he was diagnosed when he was 4. Getting the actual diagnosis was a really long process. You know, there are a lot of tests, and they all kept coming back negative. You know, until a doctor from somewhere said he had heard or read up somewhere of a similar condition. And then I think it was right about then we got in touch with the AHC Foundation and we got things. I would say pretty much okay, because being on the AHC group, you know, what we read about other parents complaining about, he doesn't, you know, his own, I think, presentation doesn't manifest. You know, so for instance, we've never had to intubate him. You know, he doesn't have any severe breathing problems when he has a seizure. So
I think it's really in terms of severity. He's not as severe as some of the other kids that we've seen or heard about. But having said that, he's still pretty much lived with this from birth, really. And we've had to obviously manage that the whole while. So when we come for this sort of gatherings, which I don't think happens enough, once every 3 years is still is very good, but I'm thinking maybe something more frequent. You meet a lot of parents that were in the position we were 6 years ago. So you're able to talk to them and you're able to tell them these are the things to expect, and this I think is a very good support group at the end of the day, having this sort of meetings. And also from the scientific side of things, you get to see what is. Today was the first day we found out why he has AHC.
Today?
Today.
yeah.
How was that?
We met the gene therapist, and apparently we had given some blood 6 years ago, and he has 3 letters missing from his gene.
Yeah, we got the news to say, you know, because, you know, we know the testing has been going on for the gene, so we weren't sure if he had the mutation in the gene or not. So we confirmed that today, that he does have the mutation in the gene and that some genes are missing. We got that information today.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 3, and it's enough to give you that sort of condition. So it put a lot of doubts at rest in terms of what we now understand. It also sort of opens our minds to new questions like, okay, so if genes are missing, are we able to manufacture genes and replace it back? What can we do next? We're satisfied, but then again, we now have new questions. So I think it's still going on, but we're happy we're here. The thing is, the condition itself doesn't have a treatment. The only thing the kind of hope that we tend to take away from these gatherings is that something has been done. There's a whole lot of scientists looking into the condition to try and understand it a little better, because nobody really knows anything much about it. But when you speak to the guys upstairs and you hear the kind of time they're putting into that kind of research, you tend to also know that, okay, somebody somewhere has got your back, and they're looking to find what they could do better and what they could perhaps somewhere down the line we might be able to prevent this sort of condition or treat it. We want to thank the foundation, AHC, AHCF, for this. Without this kind of support system, it's like you're all alone. We flew in from Lagos
Nigeria.
That was door to door. It's probably like 18 hours. So we felt it worthwhile to make that sort of trip, just to meet everybody and find out exactly where we were or where we are now, where we're going. So we'd like to thank the foundation for that and everybody that has put in effort in putting this sort of thing together. We're thankful.